I've seen a lot of confusion when it comes to malls on CN, if they're 100%, if they're not 100%, if it's a lie, if it's a build-up, if it's PT. So let's talk a little bit for the last time probably about these malls and how do they work. Normal malls, manufacturer malls, Pilgrim malls, the most important one, and everything else. Before we start, as usual, hello the internet, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, malls in CN, probably the last video to clarify how they work so you can understand this properly. Thank you to all my patrons for making this content possible, love you all bastards, and let's get started with this. So we have to understand one thing, malls in this game are 100%, but you do not get malls for clearing content, and that's where the confusion comes. That's what I always say, malls are 100%, because the malls, even the Pilgrim ones, are 100%, and I don't have any here, but it's fine. If I go to a manufacturer mold, this is not a mold, but so we can understand it, you see this is not 100%, but this is the item we understand, we know of a mold, this is the 100% one. So what's the difference between these? What is the PT and how all of this is different? So this is a contract. For clearing campaign, you are getting contract pieces, shards, whatever you want to call them, right? And when you get 50, you can open this and try to get an SSR, or you can get mold pieces. When you fail a contract, an SSR1, you will be getting 12 of these pieces. Meaning after you fail 5, you're guaranteed an SSR. As you can see, I have failed 4 already. The next one, it's a guarantee. Now, this is better than global. I know a lot of people will be like, oh, it's not that good, it takes still a lot of time to reach this point. Yes, but this is a safeguard in case you are one of the unlucky bastards that is constantly losing malls. And again, I can pull more than 10, 20, 30 clips of me opening multiple malls and constantly losing them, alright? So if you are unlucky, you have a safeguard in place that benefits absolutely everyone. And anyone telling you this is not that important, it's stupid, because this benefits everyone, nothing else. Now, what's the difference with the manufacturers and the Pilgrim? Because they are both different. So manufacturer contracts will not give you 12 pieces. If you lose, what you're gonna be getting is 10 instead. This works the same. When you get 50, you will be able to get a guaranteed character on that manufacturer, right? So let's say this, for example, Elysion, you're guaranteed a character here completely random at 11%, which is pretty good. This is still, you fail 5, you get 1. When it comes to the SSRs, over time it's gonna be less than 5 because you have accumulated from previous ones. In the case of manufacturers, it's 5. Now, what about Pilgrims? I'm pretty sure the tower is not open. I shared a couple pictures the other day, so I'll go to Twitter if it's not open. But basically for Pilgrims, yeah, it's a little bit different. So let me go to my Twitter really quickly. And in here, yesterday or a couple days ago, I shared this right here, and also I reposted this from Sky. So as you guys can see, when you get a Pilgrim, you are guaranteed either a Pilgrim or 6 pieces. Meaning you will need to fail 9 Pilgrim malls in order to get a random Pilgrim, a guaranteed Pilgrim, right? So as you can see right here, it's still a 100% mold, but the contract is gonna be giving you way less pieces if you fail. Now Sky did the math, 84 weeks on average in order to get 1 Pilgrim, considering how slow it is to get some of those pieces and how many you could be failing, right? And 84 weeks. A lot of people will see this and will think, oh, it's 84 weeks, this is trash, this helps no one. So let's go back, like I was saying earlier, how many of you are still missing a lot of Pilgrims because you've lost most of your malls? A lot of you. So this is nothing but a safeguard. Of course it's slow, of course it's not perfect, but it is better than what we have in global, because in global you get nothing. You will lose molds and get nothing in return. You will get pieces for another mold or buying consoles, that's it, right? So that's what I always say, that this system, it's better and benefits absolutely everyone, and I cannot see why people defend the system we have in global. It just makes no sense to me, but it is what it is. Editing Sefhi right here because I forgot to talk about this, but other thing I've seen a lot of people say about the malls is that this is because China needs to catch up. And I just want to say this really quickly so we understand. Do you think Tencent, Level Infinite, Shift Up, whoever is in charge, will remove this mall system when they catch up? I really want to ask this because is there anyone who really thinks that they're going to be removing the quality of life when they catch up to us? Is there anyone so delusional and far off that really believes that is the reason as to why? They will not be removing any of the quality of life when they actually catch up. That said, that's the difference between global and the CN version and how the PT works. Molds are 100%, but when you clear content, you're not getting molds, you're getting contract pieces, and you can fail these molds, and then it's when you get mold shards, right? So it's a little bit more complicated, but I've seen a lot of people talking online, but I'm pretty sure most people talking about it are not playing the game and don't understand the system and are just talking because they saw something else or someone else talking about it. But that's about it in terms of the mold system and how it works in CN. I will be making a video tomorrow because they finally got the first patch notes for CN, and it's pretty funny because we are getting Helm as the first banner, and I made a post also talking about Helm and the differences between CN and global. Basically, she's getting part of her treasure as the base kit, okay? And then they're also getting already the first junior raid. I have no fucking idea how this is going to work, because reminder that most people in CN, this is what the roster in CN will look like. Not a lot of characters, right? It is not a lot of characters. So it's gonna be fun trying to figure out 3 teams to get a decent score in Union raid. If any of you is playing the CN version and want to join us on our Union, feel free to do so. We are called Tariff Rats. We are right now full, but we can kick a couple random CN brothers. By the way, the cosmetics keep getting better for CN. Look at this Modernia background. It's really, really cool. And also these 3 frames right here. I will translate later how you can get these frames, but they're pretty cool. I like them a lot. And this Babu background, it's sick. I'm pretty sure there's also backgrounds for the solo raid as well and for the Union raid, but we'll see after this first one is done next week. That said, that's gonna be it about this video. Just wanted to go a little bit over the mold system, how it works, and clear some misconceptions people are having with this system. That said, you can expect a video tomorrow going over the patch notes and maybe a video talking about Helm and the differences that she has in global versus the Chinese version, because the Chinese version, of course, is a little bit better base kit. Our treasure Helm is 1,000 times better than what CN is getting, but still, it's nice to see those differences. That said, that's gonna be for this one. As usual, love you all bastards. We're gonna be live later. Links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool dinner rates. I'll see you in the next one.